and welcome back to our Summer Spectacular here at the Dice Tower. We're starting off strong today with Crowdsurfing. I'm Camilla.
I'm Mike.
I'm Joey.
You okay?
I'm looking at the. I don't know. It's
What are you
weird.
looking at?
I don't know.
Are you
Was it
watching
reversed?
Joey is confused
Oh, you
by
are.
sitting on the opposite side, and he's also so cold that it's causing him some issues.
You're
Yes.
cold?
I don't have that light shine in my face.
I'm
Who are
Z
you?
Garcia.
All right, so Crowdsurfing, we are going to be taking a look at projects on Kickstarter and GameFound. I believe that is it.
That's bad.
Gonna fall,
That's
man.
making awkward.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at projects that are ending in the next 2 weeks, though, because we won't be here next week for Gen Con. The show is sponsored by BackerKit, so before we jump in too much, let's take a look at one of their projects.
Hey everybody, today we're taking a look here at 500-Year-Old Vampire. So 500-Year-Old Vampire, this is a multiplayer keepsake RPG. So this is a game if you love vampires, you want to get involved in RPG. You can see the artwork here. You are going to do these, it says here that you're progressing semi-randomly through prompts, answering with writings from the vampire perspective. But the big thing that they're pushing here is that this is a keepsake game. A keepsake game, this is not the first one. There was already a mending and a field guide to memory. This is where you have these artifacts that you're going to turn into keepsakes and you'll share with each other throughout the game, and then at the end of the game you have these kind of as something that you can remember. So as you can see here, we got the Rebirth deck, the Neophyte deck, the Elder deck, the Ancient deck, the Conclusions deck. So there's a lot of vampire lore. This looks different than a lot of other vampire stuff out there. So once again, this is 500-Year-Old Vampire. Check it out on BackerKit right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump in here.
What do we got?
DC deck building game.
Oh,
We'll see it here in a minute. There it is.
Justice League Dark.
Doing well, Mike.
Thanks, Ron.
It's
This
doing
game, it
super
is.
well.
It
The
is.
DC deck building game cannot be stopped. They have 12 projects they've put out before this.
They do.
8
Okay.
to 12. What?
That's what I said.
8 12, yeah.
8 to 12.
There are that many expansions, little packs, little modifiers. Some have made the game cooperative, campaign. I mean, at this point, the only thing missing is a legacy mode, I think.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Well,
the
wait,
legacy
do we
mode.
know that for
the
sure?
legacy of
Let's
Arkham
find out.
Asylum.
My ears
Now,
perked up at Legacy.
Roy might know this.
He might, but he might not. I
Has
might
there
know it too, you
been-
know?
Like the vast majority of DC deck builders been
Yeah.
retail, direct to retail. Has there been a Kickstarter for a DC deck building project or
I
product
think
before?
so, yeah. Well,
I'm
they did for
skeptical.
one thing. They definitely did one recently where they did the big box.
Oh, the
one.
big box. That's right. I think
Yeah.
this may be
See,
the
some of
second.
us know things, Mike.
Maybe.
Wait, why are
Z
my
might
links
know
not
this.
working? I was trying to look up.
How
the
much is
projects.
8012?
8012 is approximately 92.
Okay.
Yes, they had that one.
Okay, so they had that one.
See?
That's not that.
Beachapalooza.
Right there.
So,
No, so
one,
this
I
is only
see,
the
yeah,
second
it's
one.
the second one.
Yeah.
But they have tremendous amount of stuff out there. It's similar to Legendary and the amount of content out there. I liked the DC deck building system especially when it first came out. I was playing it with my oldest son. He was doing tournaments at Gen Con for it. He loved
wow.
it.
Really?
So I played a lot of it. And it's a very simple, the Cerberus system that drives it is very, very simple, but my goodness, they have a lot of stuff out there.
They really do. And if you like some part of DC, you can find a set or an expansion or something about that and throw that in your game. They got Flashpoint now as the new crossover pack. They're up to 10 at this point. They
look at that one.
They even had one that was about the Watchmen. They had a
Yeah.
crossover pack for that.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean
that'll
they're
be
all
good.
over the place. Anyway, no, it's a good game. I find it to be a little long for what it is.
Yes.
But
like
it's
those.
an interesting game that's got the legs, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Well, I'm only halfway down the page, even after all that scrolling.
All
So
right.
that's
okay,
all
I
you
just
get.
threw up in my mouth.
That's fine. Keep it in your mouth. All right, Shards of Infinity Saga collection. So another collection
They've made
here.
12 of these.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta verify humanity. There we go. All right.
Is my mic having issues again? It's asking, does Mike have a mic? Hello, hello, hello?
Was it? Let's see
Go
that.
ahead and talk, Mike. How about
This
that?
is the same.
What do you think about
the same mic we had issues with yesterday, right?
What do you think about Shards of Infinity?
It's a chair. Is this just the
don't know
box?
much
You're
about
not
big
Mike.
box?
You're not Mike.
What?
Okay, you can
Mike.
jump back in on the next one.
It's on.
It's on.
Is it
But
on?
But it's not.
Are you hearing him?
I think it might just be echoey. But yeah, it's on.
Mike sounds
Okay.
fine, they're
Hello,
saying.
hello.
Loopy
Oh,
says
oh,
you
Mike
sound
sounds
fine.
Loopy
Okay,
says
There we
I'm fine.
go.
I'm good.
Maybe it's the thunder. Maybe it's the thunder that keeps happening every time you talk.
Thunder?
Thunder roll.
Yeah.
Shards of Infinity, I've never played. I know it's a pre-existing. Right. It's a. Is it a deck building game?
So Shards of
it's
Infinity is a
everything.
little bit like the
1v1.
Star Realms or
Star Realms. Yes,
Yeah,
thank
Like
you.
PvP,
Oh,
I think.
okay.
So Shards of Infinity
Yeah.
is a little bit like Star Realms. The original game is what I've played, that top right-hand corner in the white box. And then they've come out with various expansions. There's
lot.
even some new Kickstarter stuff, and it's all jumping into this one box, following these red arrows. It's all gonna whoop, jump in there, and you get a big box with all the juices, all the goodies. Okay? I like the game. It's got an interesting leveling up thing where your character, as you play throughout the game, you level up yourself, your character, your avatar, whatever. So it's a fun game. I like it. It's just suffers a little bit from the same thing some of these other deck building games do, which is they
Bloat?
well, bloat, certainly. I don't think there's that much of it, actually, but it lacks personality, I guess. You know, deck building games
Yeah.
Okay.
become about their mechanisms, and you have a hard time being like, that's me in the mech thing.
Right. Right.
You know,
Do you feel like it suffers from this little bit of everything? Solo, PvP, co-op, Saga.
that must be
I mean,
that
like-
must be a thing they introduced throughout the expansions.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just
PvP.
player
I
versus
played it.
player. Yeah, I don't. All the other stuff must have come later.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
most of it, anyway.
All right.
It looks good. I like this, the box with the various
cool.
parts in it.
I like the box, like with the 4 covers, the 4 representations of the covers right there in the corners. I think it's really well done.
Funny, I used to say things like this would be a good jumping in point if you don't have any of this. It's the big box, comes to everything. But then part of me says, is the jumping
No.
in point the base box?
The jumping in
first?
point is
Yes.
the cheap little one to see if you
That's
like
the
it
thing.
first.
Yeah, yeah,
I had to rebuy
But-
Hero Realms. 'cause
I'm not
like,
spending
that's too much.
$120 to find out I hate the game,
That's-
Joey.
But if you
Yeah.
know you like the games, you have that one. This is your chance to get everything.
Right.
Right. And that's
Yep.
nice. All right. Shadow of Brimstone, Lost Tombs, and Hell Train.
Lost Tunes on the Hell Train.
Lost tunes on the hell train, they keep rolling down my street.
Keeps going.
Despite all that, I'm excited about this one.
Joey says all aboard the Hell Train. Here's
Okay,
my
no,
ticket.
okay.
I'm going to Hades.
It's more the 1930s Egypt type stuff there. That's what. Those are the minis. I hate having to put these minis together. And then aren't we past that?
Have you
Oh, they
played
come on
Shadows of
sprues.
Brimstone?
I have.
Do you like
Oh,
Shadows of
you have?
Brimstone?
I do, yes.
This one has a really cool look and vibe
Yes.
and theme. I've never played Shadows of Brimstone.
No.
It's one of those games that always, I don't know, Flying Frog to me, I've played a couple of their games. They always seemed hokey. And I know that they're meant
it's
to be
hokey.
hokey.
Yeah, the
Like
Flying
they're
Frog
going
stuff.
for hokey.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted it to be slightly less B-movie. Just a little less
Yeah.
B-movie.
This
You know
isn't
what I
as
mean?
B movie as like Last Night on Earth and all
I
that.
agree. It looks like they've sort of found a new balance. Because I'm seeing a lot of artwork. I'm not seeing a lot of photography here.
We'll play this.
Yeah.
Now, Hell Train looks interesting too, but the 30s Egyptian stuff. And I love the mixing and matching of all the different worlds, and I'm glad they brought these into it.
I'm confused. Which one do you like, the Hell Train or the Egyptian?
I like the Egyptian one.
Got it.
The Hell
okay.
Train looks interesting as far as like mechanisms and all that stuff, but the theme I like on the Egyptian one. It's hard because I don't want to go all in on all of these, but
But you will.
there's a good chance. But
I really like that you were speaking earlier with a jumping on point. I like that these two are standalone. So they're going to work with everything before, or if this is the theme that's going to get you into this game, here's a new core starting point. And I like that a lot.
right.
This Hell Train, the Hell Train thing.
Look at that.
I mean, again, Western meets supernatural stuff is
Yeah,
one
it's
of my
great.
top 3 themes.
It's great, yeah.
I'm all about that.
It's now one of mine too. I
Is
didn't know
it?
it was a theme
I
until I
didn't
heard that.
either.
Like, that's fantastic.
Right?
It is. I mean, there's a lot of the Western. Actually, I'm reading a comic, a Western vampires thing.
Really?
Yeah, which is really good. I like that stuff. But Western demonic, Western meets steampunk.
You stick it on a train.
Yeah, you put it on a Hell Train.
Yes.
And I'm about to come on rolling through the neighborhood like not fools.
It's beautiful. It's
All
very
right,
relaxing, someone says.
I know Diana is deaf.
Try sitting here.
I am sorry.
I will say, I think your love of the theme of that Western, supernatural Western is like infectious. Joey was saying, you kind of got him on it. You kind of, I can see it now too. I could not give two poo-poos about Western. But then you add the supernatural into it.
Yeah.
And then you're
And
back
it's like,
in.
I'm like,
Okay.
all right, it's infectious.
And
All
just
right.
like that, they pulled us back in.
All right. Planet Unknown.
Supermoon. Where is my supermoon?
Am I the only one that likes this game?
No, I like
Oh,
it
I
a
love
lot.
it.
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
I don't like the $30 increase.
Well, this has become
It's a good game.
and it's hard to get a hold of.
Yes.
Scalping. I like how they mentioned, like, hey, you know what? We're going to let you avoid scalping prices.
Right.
But we are going to raise the price.
You've been taken advantage of. We're going to do it.
I know, I'm like,
Although I will say, this is a game I won't play without the lazy Susan.
100%.
I agree.
I won't play it without it.
No.
It's-
Someone offered to play this game with me without the lazy Susan.
and you burnt their copy.
I got physically ill.
I didn't
not
realize
true.
there were copies without the Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
I've never seen one, but suppose they have a non-deluxe copy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ever
and
want
Yeah,
it doesn't do the thing. Okay, all right.
This
Does anybody know why that thing is called the Lazy Susan?
Well,
The etymology of that term?
Yes.
oh no.
Okay.
Here we
so no, I have no idea. I was gonna make something up, but it takes too
Chat
much
will let us
work.
know. Somebody Google it because I'm not clicking links that I have not. clicked
Not on that
before the
computer.
stream.
Not on that
Definitely not.
Nope.
We don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
This right here, this lid for the Susan
Yeah.
is worth the pledge alone.
Yeah.
You know,
What?
because every time you open, because if you have that lazy Susan, the tiles don't stay in it.
Someone
And
said there's
so
no version without the lazy. I really thought there was
I
a version.
really thought there was.
I could be wrong.
Oh, they canceled it, so I guess
There are
it's
no
not
copies.
Even retail copy has it. All right. Well, then that person that offered to play without it was lying. Also, I
They
made
actually
that
didn't
story
want to play
up.
with you. They knew. They're like, oh. So then what is the deluxe, I guess? Just, I really thought there was.
Yeah.
Does not matter.
Yeah,
I like
it
the
doesn't.
lid.
It's a
I do
good
too.
game. It's a very good game.
Although this one looks like the lid covers the old one, but not the new. That's not right. It's got to fit in there, right? Right?
I would say so.
Right. We're going to assume so, because
This
that
is
would
nice
be
that
dumb.
it exists because people that can't, you're right, the prices are astronomical for this game
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the expansion. Expansion's probably fine, but
I like it has
think
a moon as well that you're attached that you attach, and so when you take a piece, you're choosing which one to put it on, and then there's also satellites, so you can like deploy your rovers a little bit differently
Okay.
between the two. It just kind of gives a little expansion, and then there's the Supermoon, which is 4 different
Supermoon.
quadrants, so you can like customize. It's not just a static map. You can kind of customize the map that you're going to play on, things like that. So a couple little
Okay.
modules kind of things. It feels like I think.
They're also smartly striking while the iron is hot. This was just nominated for the Kennerspiel.
yeah.
But it doesn't feel thrown together either. It doesn't feel like,
No.
oh, we're nominated to do something. You know,
No,
like I think
this was
yeah.
clearly in development.
Right.
I'm just saying the timing is good. It's smart.
Yeah, for sure. For
All
sure.
right. Looks good.
Book it.
Tag teams and title belts.
Next.
Oh, yeah. Who needs an artist, brother?
Oh, yeah, that is the one thing.
Oh, did you guys appreciate this was the one with what's his bucket, right?
What's
What's
his
his
bucket?
What's his bucket?
Oh,
There he
the
is.
Ultimate Warrior.
No, that's Brian Drake.
The Ultimate Warrior. Yeah,
We're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Question of the day: why am I looking at Brian Drake?
Yeah.
Well, because we had alternatives, but I'm gonna keep scrolling.
What do
Anybody?
you guys think of this? Anybody have anything that jumped out? My eyes glazed over super thickly as
and
I
I
looked
tried
at
a couple
this.
times.
I think this is very clearly marketed to wrestling fans more
Yes.
than it is to hobby gamers,
I don't
and
know.
that's okay.
Because it says if you like wrestling, but then it says even if you don't.
Okay.
Yes, but,
But
I think they
it's-
have to say
They
that.
have to say that.
Right,
They
but
have
it's
to say
it's
that.
No, I
clearly
know. That's why-
marketed.
I had
They know
nothing-
their
no
audience.
interest in this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they know
All
their
right.
audience, and again, yeah, I agree. I think that they are really appealing mostly to wrestling fans more than they are to gamers. And there's a lot of games like that where the theme is what they're hoping is going to draw people in. They're not going
Right.
for you know.
Right. No, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
And apparently it says Book It is back. They must have done it before.
Brand new expansion. I thought this was the second expansion. Am I wrong? No, yeah. So there's
Oh
the
boy,
yeah,
they've done Book It a lot.
a lot.
80-12 buckets.
Whoa, what? Never mind.
Don't click there.
All right.
I'm not clicking.
Yeah, don't click
I'm
things.
not
Be
doing
careful
it.
about the clicking.
All right, moving on.
The clickening.
The Crisis.
Oh, the clicking. Oh, I would watch that.
Crisis 1914.
This is
Yeah.
Worthington, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. This doesn't look like a typical Worthington game.
No.
to me.
Really?
Here we go. Clicking again.
I did.
You're living on the edge.
I'm clicking
Of
with
glory.
it.
See, they really have much more of that old school
They
wargaming
do.
look, whereas I
Braveheart.
feel like this one at least looks a little bit more modern, even
Yeah.
though it's a World War I theme. I was like, wow, that looks like a relatively attractive game, you know?
And the story is interesting. The whole like
pretty.
assassination of whoever, Archduke, whatever. It's
Yeah,
like the
Francis
start of it.
Ferdinand,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like it was reading it very interesting. I think.
Yeah, this looks like a game that I might actually try.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I know maybe
Wow.
that's faint praise, but these games are not my types of games typically. They're just not.
Right.
This one doesn't look quite so intimidating to me, and I like the look of it. It is a theme that I'm familiar with, you know.
Right.
I was a history teacher for many years, so I'm like, all right, this isn't a very niche little thing. This was a big event, right?
Right.
This is the birth of the World War I, but yeah.
There's also something about the graphic design
Yes.
of like that card, for example.
Right.
Has, yes, an image, but the rest, an old photograph, which a lot of these games will have,
Yes.
the rest of the graphic design around it is very sharp.
It is.
Right.
I think
You know
what I
sharp's
mean?
a good
More
word.
modern.
It reminds me
Yeah.
of like Freedom the Underground Railroad. It has that
Yeah.
look, you know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yep.
Again, photography in these historically based games can be done well.
It can.
When the rest of it supports that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a good looking card. I agree
agree.
with you, Mike. This looks polished.
Yep.
Gemstone dice spinners.
Pocket sized. These look like crab.
I like the idea, but gosh, these things are just. I think there was the GIF at one point where it shows it. Here it is, right? It shows it spinning, and it's like.
Well, that's a fake image.
Yeah,
they
but I mean,
spin
but still,
well.
but like you don't stop it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like it
no,
can
you
just go and go and go, and I hate that. Dice, you roll them, you're done, boom. You know,
Well, see,
have your
that's the
answer.
thing.
This is like.
I'm not saying this to be contrary to you specifically, although I'm going to be very contrary to you right now. I don't like the idea of these. I really don't.
no,
To
that's
me,
what I'm saying. I hate this.
You said I like the idea.
No, I like the idea of it being the gemstone. I like that. I was like, oh, that's pretty. It's like a single set, but I don't like that. I don't like
She's
that.
walking herself back. No, to me, the
Listening to the
fun of
words.
rolling dice is the actual physical rolling of the dice.
We still
And then
roll
it's done.
these. You're not going to get a read, but you can like grab them and shake them and toss them.
Really?
You could do that with anything
You
that fits in your
could, I
hand.
guess,
Like, I'm just
yeah,
saying. Look, let me show you.
I think it's cool with the gemstone. I think they're pretty.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Aesthetically, they look nice.
But man,
Yes! 80-12.
It's going to rain tomorrow. Anyway, no, I think these
So.
things, you don't know when they're going to stop. They seem like fidget spinners or like
Right.
little
Right.
fidgeters more than a die. And then
Right.
you spin it and the thing lands right on the line and then I just toss it at the wall.
yeah.
right, and this is like a
You know what I
tiny
mean?
little thing.
Sorry,
that,
no.
that very little nip right there is what's telling you, and I'm like, come on, I
No.
don't like that. That's going to start a lot of fights.
What you should do is instead of spin it, you should flip it.
Okay.
And if it shows the side with the numbers, it's heads. And if it shows the other side, it's tails.
I think we should do that. I'm sure they're not very expensive. Keep flipping
my
and slamming
goodness.
on your hand.
All right. Stonespire Architects. Now we're going to be playing
Spine.
You do the same
Spine.
thing I do every time.
Stonespire.
I always say
Stonespire. I know.
Stonespire, man. Stonespine Architects.
Yep.
We'll be playing this live tomorrow, actually, in the Spectacular here. But I know nothing about it because I didn't prep.
Pattern
I'm not
building.
teaching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same designer as cartographers, as it says many
Yeah.
times. They want
As
you to
it
know
lets you
that.
know, right.
They want you to know
Sure.
that. There's a lot of games.
As I was looking through the page, and I don't
Yeah.
think I'm in this play, but as I was looking through the page, I really liked that the cards, you leave the top half exposed
Right.
as you're putting out new cards, and then you're doing some path building with
Yes.
this.
Right.
I like that.
I do
That
too.
looks really cool.
There it is.
I
I
agree.
love that stuff. It reminds me. This is not a game I got to play, but I got to look at it a bit at Dice Tower East, It reminds me a little bit of that Imperial Miners that's coming out
from Portal.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Portal Games. I unfortunately did not get a chance to play it. I meant to, and I didn't get a chance to play it. But it reminds me of that a little bit. You're building this sort of thing that you can traverse. You know.
Yeah.
This looks cool. I like the look. I like the walls. I like all of that stuff.
I agree.
So we'll see.
I like this idea of building the pattern there, and the draft. I really like open drafting a lot, so
I like the
it's
cover.
excited me.
It's funny this is in the role player universe.
That
Seems like it's going like the Valeria direction.
it definitely
It
is.
has
Like
been for a bit,
they
yeah.
have found a setting that seems to be popular, right? Which is basically an homage to D&D, right? That's what role player is. It's clearly an homage to D&D. But what I appreciate is that they do kind of make sense. Like even the games that are by all different designers, right? Because you had role player which is Keith Matei. I always mispronounce his name, Mateja. Then they had like Cartographers fits in that well.
Right.
Lockup even fits in that well, and they're complete, different designers. So it does feel a little bit, unified, even though they're very different games.
But I like that because I think you can say the same thing about like Ryan Lockett and his
That's
Arzium
true.
world.
Yeah.
I think there's other ways it's done, so I kind of like that continuity. It's just once you get 17, 18 games into it, and you're like, they all look the same. I don't know which one. I like
get
the one
that.
with the,
That's the
so it's
trick
like, where's that line?
The trick is really making sure they look different. And I
Yeah.
think the role player games look different. I never look at Cartographers and go, wait, is this an expansion
Right,
to
right.
roll up? The problem is Valeria is the one that suffers from that.
Yeah.
They're all called something of Valeria. Are you crazy?
Right.
Like, you have to say,
They're
you need
good
to name
games,
them
though.
wildly different things.
Make them
A
look different.
Valeria game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They need to look different or be named different.
Yeah.
Right.
Something. Give me one of the two.
Shame, because they are good games, too.
They are all bad. I heard they were all bad.
You heard incorrect.
Somebody told me the Lazy Susan comes in all of them.
All right. Void Halls, print and play, roll and write game.
Joey!
It's a print and play.
That was a good statement. All right.
No.
Cool.
I
Are you
didn't really look
backing
much.
this?
I already did, but it's not important. Eventually, we're gonna do them all because you can get like 3 of them for $6.
You want to talk to Tom. You could have like a 3-year, talk about job security.
I know.
You start a
do these print
series on
plays?
playing your print and plays. You're set for at least 3 years.
Yeah, I know.
He can't get rid of you once you start.
Do you,
That's actually a good series.
Yeah.
Joey's Print and Pay.
print and pay?
I should do that.
You should do it.
Print
Start
all
a
these out.
series.
Yeah,
do it.
so-
You pay for them.
I
You
have
just
guests.
don't play them.
That's the best way. I'll mention that.
That was
I'll have
G's
guest
joke.
stars. Each one of
It
you
made
will
it
be
sound
on
like it was
there.
my
You
idea.
just had to
Right.
give it a second time. Yeah.
What was it now?
You're
I
saying
said that was Z's joke, but I made it sound like it was mine.
it's all in the
No, I was
delivery.
hoping you'd say the joke again and I could laugh at it.
Joey's
That'd be-
print and play. You pay, but you don't play.
Get it? Oh, that's good, Joey. That's good. I don't understand
Did you have anything to say about this?
No,
Anybody?
100% no.
I don't get it at all.
This looks bad. This
This
I don't
looks
know if
like
it
you
looks
cut it out
bad.
of a magazine. I'm sorry. No, it looks bad.
I don't mind the look. I just don't follow it at all.
$3, Z.
I'm nervous with having that much text and that much.
The price
going
of
on.
a cup of coffee.
My thing is,
I don't know
it's
where
a
you're getting
print
your
and
coffee.
play. It's a print and play, roll and write, cool, whatever. We've got such good-looking print and play roll and writes.
I know.
This one looks like it's from a magazine from '86.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
You know, you can make one look better than this.
The golden
I think that's
years.
what they're saying though, because they talk about it's like it's parchment paper or it's low ink.
Yes,
You know, so they're
and-
going for it, but I just don't care.
And I can also make a video game that's pixels.
Yeah.
Even though the
As-
theme is in no way suggests I would make it with pixels.
You just
People
talked
aren't
about like
stupid. Pixels are easier.
yeah, you just talked about like half the video games there that I played like that.
I know, but they're made that way because it's easier. You know what I mean?
This is true.
This is crap.
I love it.
How about the
I love
epic
everything
3D
about it.
printed game table?
This is crap.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna agree with Z on this.
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, my printer only
Not
prints-
enough batarang.
I will say I like that the parts.
That's a good one, Joey.
I will say that I like that the parts you can print what you want. You don't have to
Right.
print the whole table. And that's what brought me
That's
back in.
interesting,
It's
yes.
like, oh, you like the dice tray. Oh, you like these components. I made it, you customize your size, you customize the parts, and you can print one or two things, you can print a whole thing.
I'll tell you what I noticed watching this video.
Uh-huh.
Nobody ever, and I mean ever, leans on this thing.
Right,
They're
right.
so
Yeah.
incredibly careful. Any footage you see of them playing, everybody's either is doing this.
They're hovering over, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel like, and again, I get why. It's a bunch of 3D printed pieces that literally attach to your table and then hang over.
Right.
If I put my weight on that, I'm gonna break it.
Yeah.
This seems like a terrible idea, and it's pieces too.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
So I might like put pressure on one and that one busts. You know what I mean? The whole thing isn't supporting itself. This seems
But I do
ill-advised.
But I do like the components. I do like that you can take and leave what you actually want. And there was one other thing I like that they have. Let's see if I can find it. STLs they've already done that you can download to actually try. It's like, if you're going to do a project like this is the way to do it. Give options, give things you can print beforehand so you can tell how they designed it, how well they print on your printer. You know, really build faith in a company, especially this being their first time.
I agree. I agree
That's
with all that.
the only reason that I'm like, all right, this is well done. This is interesting.
And I was out at the beginning because I think I almost backed the 3D printed gaming table. And luckily, I think I backed out of that. Not sure.
I thought you said you bought it.
Not important if I did or not. But it's the only one. But that is never going to get printed for the reason that Z mentioned. This one does have the things that clip and overhang and also little component storage things. Little things like that are nice to print.
Yeah.
Once you go larger, I wonder about the usability of it.
And yeah, I can go to Thingiverse or Printables or something
Right,
like that,
there's
and
that
I can
too.
get a component tray, but I think to have them all designed by the same one that I know, that then I print a couple different ones, but they still match. You know, it feels a little more complete that I got one of something instead of like, I got this one from Joe and this one from Billy and this one from Samantha, you know, and put it together. It's like, this was my favorite and I wish I had this size like this. Well, you can get that here.
You also look at the whole how much is your time worth. You would go through Thingiverse and find all these bad sculpts and bad designs.
Right.
And print and
Yes.
this. If it works, it works.
So here's the only thing I'm going to say about this, because I don't have really strong opinions, but I do think it's an interesting idea. I think it's a different approach to a solution for a gaming table. I like the idea. I worry like Z about, is it actually practical? Will it work? That's why I think it's tough to sell on a crowdfunding platform, although they are doing okay. This is one where if they were at a convention
Yes.
and had it set up there and it worked, it would
Right.
sell very well, I think,
That's
if
a good
it
point.
was priced correctly.
And unfortunately, that's something we've said quite a few times recently, is like, this is something that I would buy into at a convention.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think it is platform.
Well, they're not selling you the things. They're selling you the files.
Right, but if I'm there and I'm seeing it and I'm touching it and I'm playing with it, oh, okay, cool. Now I'll buy the files and go home and print it. Like,
Does this
again,
work,
I
right?
want to see it.
Does it hold up to
Yes.
people at a convention? You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. All right, on the Underground,
Hate
Paris
it.
and New York.
Hate this game. Hate
Who was the playthrough? I think it was
game.
me, Tom, and Chris maybe that played it, right?
Do
How do you
like
feel
it?
about it, Mike?
Hate the game.
Mike loves it.
Let
How
me
many
make a
copies
move,
did you-
and let's spend 45 minutes figuring out the quickest route.
Oh wait, so you really didn't like it? This is
I
the best.
really don't like
this
the
is
game.
I thought it was
He
the best.
really doesn't like
you
it.
just you really didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't like the game.
I enjoyed it. I didn't have such the reaction
Same.
that you
That's
did
because
at
Tom
all.
was doing all of the.
Because Tom did all the math for me. Yeah, and so because
Wait,
of that,
there's
I
math?
really enjoyed it. Well, not math, but
There's
all
quadratic equations in the game, Joey.
It's one of those.
Plug it in, plug it in.
And we're back.
Hey. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed the gameplay of it, but it's definitely
was a
one of
good one,
those.
Joey.
It's definitely one of those that you need to play with people that are going to be helpful and not so cutthroat. You know, if you do something like, hey, I think that would be quicker, you know, or this or that, and kind of looking together.
So
Otherwise, it can,
semi-cooperative?
I guess maybe, because otherwise it just really, really drags down as you sit there and it's like, just listen.
Okay, go ahead.
It'll just really, really drag down and just AP heavy if you're sitting there and just like overthinking everything you do, and then every player does that. But if you're working, again, not together, but just kind of playing in good spirits, that I really enjoy the gameplay of it. I thought it was fun.
It's a very popular game. It's an old game that they reprinted with this look.
It's very pretty.
And they've kept it up. They've actually supported this game through various standalone expansions and expansions and new content. So that's good to see that the game is being supported.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I played it back in the day when it was from Rio Grande or whatever, in a very different looking edition. But
Yeah,
I don't remember anything about it. It was literally over 10 years ago. I don't know.
It's very pretty. I just don't like the game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I found it to be like a deeper, more thinky, not Let's Make a Bus Route, the other one. What's
Ticket
the...
to Ride.
No, and it has the sticks too, and you're putting it out,
on
and you're
board.
making Get on board.
Board.
Yeah, this was like a thinkier, more complex version of that, which I do not mean as a negative.
Look, if I want to get around the city, I'm just going to take the Hell Train. I'm not messing with any of this.
Totally agree with that.
Thank
You
you,
have a super
Richard.
chat?
Yep, thank you, Richard, for the super chat. Mike is wrong.
I love Metros, Richard. I just don't like that game.
You need to find the fun.
You should
Mike.
find the fun, right? This is your
I am
problem
going to find
right
the fun.
here.
I'm going to walk away from On the Underground.
Who did you play with?
I've played it a number of times.
Just say Camilla.
I never played
was
with
not
anybody
me.
here, actually.
Oh.
It was before.
You ruined
He
my joke.
refused.
See?
I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Find the
Find the
fun.
fun. So this is a book. I guess this guy has a podcast, right? About
that right?
how to design board games and
didn't
such.
catch that. Okay.
And now he is making a book, I guess, from what?
Yeah,
Let's
it's
see. What else
Yeah, it's
has
a
he
book
done?
filled with
Ideas?
interviews.
That's right. It is this guy
Ooh, Hunted.
Who
who
is
does
this guy?
those little games.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, which ones? Oh, no.
Hunted.
I've
Oh,
seen
Hunted. Both
those.
those Hunteds were good.
And then the
Oh, he had
the
that
one at
shirt
the
on.
top there I've seen also.
The
Keep going.
That one?
Realm of Shadows looks familiar to me.
It does look
know.
familiar, yes.
Anyway, Find the
trio.
Fun here has interviews with designers talking about various topics.
Yep.
And it has, various chapters taking you through how to go from idea, I guess, to finalized product.
Right.
Besides the
Interesting.
book, there's a game called Find the Fun, the game, that you also get. And honestly, that's my only issue here.
Yeah.
I think this would have been a stronger, more cohesive
Yeah.
page and ultimately project if he was just making a book.
Right.
right.
And he interviews great people.
It
so
really
I think
does.
the book is
I agree.
interesting.
The
yeah.
book stands on its own. It's a
Right.
great idea. You've got lots of great names talking about tons of things. That's the focus.
I agree.
Make a fantastic board game design book. This game pulls focus.
Yeah.
For me, it just pulls focus. Plus,
Yeah.
everyone is going to be judging you so super hard
on the game.
on
yeah.
the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
They should be reading the book. What if that game is not fantastic?
Right.
Because when people get these two things, they're going to look at the game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if the game isn't fantastic, they might not read the book.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
They're
I didn't-
going, oh, this guy
I
who made
didn't
this
find
is the one who
fun
wrote
here.
this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't have combined these two things, is what I'm saying.
Well, especially because it's not his first creative. He could have held off on that and done
Yeah.
a second Kickstarter or something like that. No, I
Right.
agree. He needed to
Yeah.
focus on the book. Because I do think it's a great, just looking at the chapters here and the stuff it covers, I really like the breakdown of it.
I agree.
Especially this
Sounds
playtesting.
good.
Can we bold that entire chapter? And again, how to get published, how to meet publisher, how to actually present it where they want, how to take your game down to 90 seconds
Right.
to get them interested.
The only thing I can see is if the game is almost, if he was somehow able to make the game an example of what he's talking about in the book. I don't know if that's
Like
even
tied
possible.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got
If
it.
like in the rule
Maybe.
book, you're like, hey, this is similar to what we talked about in chapter. Yeah, who
Right.
knows? I don't know. I don't know
If
that
it's
he's
like-
going to go through that much effort.
If it's a
but-
tangible example
super chat. Yeah.
of things he's trying to teach you. Yeah.
Super chat.
Super
the
chat.
Gen Con
Thank
preview was
you.
Monday. Check it out.
Yep. Gotta
It's
go
up there.
to
It's up
Monday.
there.
I already did it.
Oh, someone said some similar to what I said.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Product.
Jeffries.
Yeah, who
Oh,
knows?
yeah,
Who
yeah.
knows? But
Yeah,
that would it'd
exactly.
be hard to pull off.
Oh,
so.
and there's Mike with the save posting the video. That Mike Heller. What a fella.
The good Mike, I call him.
Yeah.
Ding dong!
Ding dong.
Yeah.
The witch is dead.
Yep.
All right.
So the look of it gives me almost
Ghost Love Candy 2?
kind of that kind of a vibe.
yeah.
It's somewhere between an app and those cartoony games like
Yeah.
Ghost Love Candy.
Yeah.
I thought the look of this was excellent.
It's a
I
party game,
really
yeah.
like it. I really like the look of it.
2 to 9 players?
5 minutes per
5
player.
minutes. I was going to
Yeah.
I
comment
hadn't
on
noticed
that.
that, actually.
I was like, so I really liked it because of the look. So I'm going to steal your journey here, right?
Let's
that
go
you
on a
like to
journey.
talk about. The whole journey. I love the look. I love Halloween
too.
games. I love games that are themed like that it's, I pull out every Halloween. I look forward to it, or Christmas, or whatever the season may be. So I was all in it. And then I started reading. It's like, it just seems like a lot of take that, a lot of just randomness, and
Yeah.
And then I was like, 5 minutes per player. Yeah, I can do that for 10, 15 minutes. A real quick little game, that you can play with the whole family. I was back in, so it's definitely a roller coaster of a journey.
Whew, that was a
That
journey. I
was,
feel
yeah.
like
Thank you. How do you feel?
I need some coffee
Let's
after
get
that
some
journey.
coffee.
I'm
Hello.
telling you, that was something else. When is the book coming out?
No, Hudzy, what are your thoughts?
My
What-
thoughts
what
are,
your
it
great
looks
thoughts?
good.
Look
I
at
love the
him.
artwork.
I love him.
That little fella's super cute.
Oh my gosh, I want him.
Yeah, he's cute. And
Put him in my pocket.
I like that the game, it might be a dumb game. And by that I mean it might play kind of goofy and
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah.
Right.
But it didn't look like that.
Right.
In fact, the 5 minutes per player is making me more worried than... I'm more worried now that I saw that, because I'd missed it,
I did too.
than before.
Really?
It
You're on
looked kind of interesting.
The opposite journey.
You're in the opposite journey. Yeah.
Well, I thought it looked interesting. I'm like, okay, so you can bribe the kids with candy and move them along to the next person, or you can just eliminate them and they won't bother you. It's like hot potato
Yeah,
times
yeah.
12 potatoes.
Right.
And children are potatoes. Okay?
That's the
But
moral
when
of
it's
this.
5 minutes per player, I'm like, ooh, that's not enough time to do really much of anything.
Right.
Is it just super random? So I don't know. I don't like that that's what they're estimating the time to be. It seems like too much game.
Yeah.
There's too much stuff to learn.
Right.
I don't want to learn as many steps as there seem to be when then I'm playing 15 minutes with 3 people or whatever.
See, I thought there was a very, very simple game. I was like you said, you bribe them, or you push them away, or you
Well,
eliminate them.
Let's look at their matrix here, okay? It's all the way over on the family
family.
side.
There we go.
Super
all the way.
easy.
It's more strategic than lucky,
But
it says.
it's right there on the
A
line.
little bit
Right?
over.
And it's definitely more energetic than calm.
Super
Yes.
energetic. And about 10 minutes if it's that energetic. I mean, can you imagine like a 40-minute game of Happy
Yeah.
Salmon?
I really like the look of this only because I love Ghost Love Candy.
Yep.
And even their print and play, which I did do their roll and fright.
You did it? You
Oh.
backed it, printed
I
it,
backed
played
it and printed it. That is incredible. It's
Oh,
really
snap.
good. But it's just, so I like that look. And I hope the game, I didn't know it was as Take That. That's harder to play with kids. But I love the look of that. I mean, the games that have this kind of look, there's so few of them. And I think
Yeah.
I think it.
Yeah, I think it's well done. I think
I hope
they
it
really
works
nailed
well.
it. Yeah, it would be a must try, for me.
I
That's
think
kind of where I'm at. I would
Yeah.
love to play this.
I'm
This-
more on
Same
Z's
here.
journey, I
This
think,
is really interesting. It's $21.
That's the other thing I got down here. I did see this.
Scary deluxe version.
Scary Deluxe.
Scary.
That is scary.
It's only $8 to go into the Scary
I mean,
Deluxe.
but too, did you see that the pledge and the expansion, 21 and 14, 29 for both of them with dual layer player boards, and that's also how you get the stretch goals.
I mean,
That's like a weird. Why would you
okay,
do
so 21
anything
plus
else?
14
Okay.
is almost always 35.
Usually.
But then you're paying $6 less
Yes,
if you're getting better things.
right, and more things because you're also getting the stretch
And
goals.
if you get the Ding Dong Scary Pledge Deluxe version,
Right, the deluxe.
it's 6 minutes per player instead of
Oh.
5.
Okay. All
Because
right.
you has extra minutes for the extra layers. You
Right.
see?
I got it.
How much does it cost to find the fun?
That all equals fun.
Yeah. that's
Does it equal fun?
I don't know what it
Quadratic.
says it does.
I really like the look of it. I really
I
do.
think it's cute. I like the toilet paper. I
It
think
needs
that's
more
adorable.
Hell Train.
I know. I love it.
Also, we spent more time on it than it would take to play the game. All right.
That is true. Luddite. A
Luddite.
Luddite campaign with
Say
a
Luddite, but
Luddite.
Yeah.
Luddite. Luddite.
Luddites are people that don't like these things right here. Not
What
fan of
things?
computers.
What are you-
They don't like the technology.
I don't know what he's talking about.
They want to churn
Luddite, you
butter.
don't know what a
They want
Luddite
to
is?
churn
Luddite.
butter.
Should I Google it?
Butter.
you're
No
really...
Google on this computer.
No.
All right, here we go. So This is the most overblown, most ridiculous, craziest. Like, I expected, by the time I was done watching the video, or like the first couple minutes in the video, I expected this to be a large-scale game.
Yep.
On par with like Zombicide 3rd edition, which is not even out yet. It's a roll and write.
It's a roll and write.
It has like, I mean, literally the animation. The animation.
Yes.
There's a book. You get like a graphic novel with this.
Yeah.
In service of a roll and write. Mm-hmm. I was kind of blown away, and not in a good way.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. We're like opposite this week because I thought this looked really cool.
I love the look of that graphic novel.
Yeah,
Right.
again, but and having that integrated, that graphic novel that you're reading and you're following along, and having that integrate into a campaign style, campaign roll and write that you're playing that's evolving. I think that's really neat.
Campaign
What?
roll and write.
I think it's cool. Get out of my space.
Look at that.
Look at those-
I need that tray.
Look at those
with
large,
it. Look at
technology-laden
those
dice.
You can read those
Dice.
numbers very easily.
Chunky dice.
You can read them from space, which the Luddites don't believe in space.
Doesn't exist.
Nope.
I thought this looked really cool. It's definitely something that I would
Don't get
want
me
to
wrong.
try.
I think it looks really cool.
Oh,
like,
no.
the
I
look
don't mean
is
just,
great
no, I
on
didn't
the
mean
novel.
visually. I mean, yes, I agree visually, but I like the idea. I mean, it looks, I think the project is really cool. And again, that integration of the comic book and the world into the roll and write, I really like this. It's fun.
The graphic novel I'd be interested in checking out. The
Same
game,
here.
not so much.
Wolves, semi-cooperative game. You're all in, right? You love it. You love it.
This is made by somebody who does
an RPG.
an RPG, right? Yeah.
Donkeys and foxes or something like that.
I
What's
think
it
it's
called?
Coyotes and Wolves, I think.
That's the one.
I think my favorite
Or
part of
Coyote
this.
and Crow, maybe.
I think my favorite part of this is like, first of all, I hate that font. But if this is called Wolves, why are there no wolves? I love that they spent like 3
Sure.
paragraphs here
Sure.
explaining it.
It's all like, although there's a winner, we're better if we all work together.
Right.
I have a feeling that
It's a
this
passion project.
That this is going to be, most of the people backing this are going to be people that
Wanna
come
go.
to it through the RPG.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is going to be very much a. I teach a class in school, like a debate class.
Okay.
And I'm going to back this and take it to class and have the kids play, and hopefully it'll dawn on them that working together to save everyone is better than being greedy.
We could use some of
The
those
game
lessons.
Yes.
is a distant second
Right.
to that
Yeah,
message.
yeah. Right, it's-
That's the vibe I'm getting. I
Yeah.
might be
Yeah.
thoroughly wrong. There's an old Bruno Fedudi game called Terra, which was a cooperative game. It was one of the very first, technically semi-cooperative games in which either if you didn't help save the world, everyone could lose. The game, as a game, is pretty bad. It's an interesting idea. It
CO2
forces you to
does,
think
right.
about recycling
Yep.
and the environment and all
Yeah.
these things. And if you are too greedy,
Right.
you ruin it for everybody. That's the message. It's a message game.
Right.
This one feels like a message game.
like
Yeah,
war
CO2
games.
does it too, but I think that works as a game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to pull off. It's really hard to pull
It
off.
really is.
It is. You have to, again,
Yeah.
it's not enough to make a game and present it to people just so you can then go, ha, you're all terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew that already. You know what I mean? I don't really need the game.
Tell me
for that.
something I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ho!
Okay,
Guys.
there we go.
So legendary.
Pretty darn excited about this because I haven't owned a copy of Cyclades for quite a while. I used to have it, really enjoyed it, and then was in a couple of groups that did not play, weren't interested in this game at all. So I sent it on. But I would play it every chance I got. I never did get a chance to play the Titans, which is supposed to be just the way to play it. But what's exciting to me about this one is that it does seem to be taking kind of like the best of the expansions and putting it in one
That's what I heard.
package.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
and I think that Katala is pretty involved with this particular project, right? So I am very, very much anticipating what's it going to be. Is this going to be the definitive version of this game? It kind of better be, right?
I've heard yes, but I don't know.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
problem is, I think whatever he's picking to put in it, whatever got tweaked, anything that got changed or salvaged, little pieces that get salvaged from different expansions, I'm sure all that stuff is wonderful. My fear now when it comes to Legendary editions, Ultimate editions, Stop the Train editions, is
Helltrain
production.
Yeah, that's my concern as
That's
well.
that's always the rub at the end, right? It's like, oh, we made a version of whatever game from 15 years ago that you loved, and it's the size of a Calyx shelf, not a cube, a shelf.
Shelf, right.
Right.
And also the card quality sucks, and
Right.
oh, we forgot this one token, and the rule book, we didn't look at the rule
didn't
book
do the
because there's
rule
no
book. 'Cause it's
plastic
old, right.
in
You
it.
already know how
we
to
gotta
play.
sell you the plastic.
Right.
Yeah.
That stuff is what gets me and what concerns me.
Me too.
Is the production going to be stellar?
Yeah.
If so, I agree with you. This is going to be a tremendous edition of this
Right,
game.
right.
The game is good. It's gotten better through expansions.
Yep.
If the designer picked and chose what he wanted and made the game he wanted to right now, absolutely. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
We just have to wait and see what it looks like when it comes
going to
out.
be the thing. That is going to be the thing.
I like those sculpts.
Those sculpts are
good.
fire.
Yeah,
are.
it's
That's way cool.
fantastic looking.
All right,
The
we're gonna.
original was good quality too, though?
So Open
The
Sesame
original is very good quality.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Matago game. And they did Northgard.
Northgard.
That was a nice production, actually.
Northgard, it's a nice production, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So we'll see.
I'm gonna pick it up a little bit here. All right.
This is already backed. Or already funded.
Already finished. Baron Von Dom's Dice of the Undead.
This looked cute.
It did look cute.
Yeah, I liked it.
Did you back it, Joey?
Not in time.
Did you back the print and play?
I did.
Okay.
Is there a print and play?
No.
I thought this looked fine. I don't know. It didn't. I love the visual look of it.
This is
but-
going for that whole what was that show with the
Kingdom.
Crypt Keeper? Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, yes,
This is
it
going.
was.
This is very
Yeah.
tongue in cheek. So I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I dig
The
that.
whole video was just
I love that.
very
Yeah.
light. It was cute.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cute.
Well, it's already funded, so we're gonna carry on. Oh, I don't think I saw this one.
This is really. I don't know what to think about
This
this.
is trippy, like, you
Yeah.
know, make a grouping of I guess your face, white or blue, but then,
Yeah.
like, the board spins. So you spin it and you look at the new side and you put a cube in it. Super abstract, obviously.
Right.
It's much bigger than I thought.
Like
it would
that.
be.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks interesting. You have to know you like abstract games.
Right. It's basically like a very more involved Connect 4. You know, you
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't have a line diagonal. It has to be a contiguous line of your things. It's interesting. I don't know. I think it's something to leave on a table.
I worry it's going to be like, did you ever play that Mental Blocks that was at Gen Con a couple years
Yeah,
ago?
I did play that Pandasaurus.
It hurt my head so much. I was like, I walked away thinking, I don't think this way. This way kind of the same thing. At first I was like, but I'm not sure if it's going to land for me. It's beautiful though.
How about the expandable hobby and paint rack with modular shelves?
Aren't these just those acrylic paint holders? Though?
It really looked very close to nail polish
Hobby
holders or
Lobby.
whatever.
That's,
But they hold them individually,
Right.
which I think, unfortunately, I don't like because you can't have as many paints because they don't sit right next to each other. It does make them
Right.
easier to get in and out of. I do like the magnetic that you can take out a shelf. I know I'm working with my blues. I'm pulling that shelf out. So I like the usability of this, but I think having them individually like that, it's just going to be too much room, unfortunately, for
Yeah.
what I want. I like the magnets. I like the storage solution. I like the customization of it. But this also feels like if I get it and I buy into this system and I have a lot of them, then what happens when I get new paints? Do I go
Right.
back to my nail polish? You know, it's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
unless this is
Yeah,
something
I
I know
agree.
I can readily get more of, I don't care that it all matches.
Yeah.
You
You know?
use it for nail polish?
What?
You
No.
just said nail polish.
I use
No,
my
no,
nail
the-
polish holders to hold my paints.
Well, but why can't you use this for nail polish?
Do you have that much nail polish, Mike? Do you need this?
Look, I am somebody that likes to present myself in a particular way. I need to have a polish that matches every occasion. Every occasion.
occasion.
every
All right.
single
If I'm going to a
one.
soiree, that takes a particular thing.
The soiree
If I'm going
fire.
to a buffet, that needs a particular thing.
No,
If I'm going on the
Big
hell
red.
train, it needs a particular thing.
That I
Particular
agree
thing.
with.
You are a particular man. All right, make over your game room, shelves and tables for gamers. Now this is by All Play, who is a sponsor of the channel. So that disclaimer up front, but that being said, we're looking at this project not as they have sponsored. They do not sponsor Crowdsurfing. So
These guys did a video. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go check it out. Where they made over a family's
It's great, yeah.
gaming space. It's right here. It's this
It's
footage
great.
here, and it is unbelievable. Make
It
sure
really
you check
is.
that out.
It
You
gives
can
you the
click there and
feels.
watch that.
It's trading
It does hit you in the
spaces, but
feels.
much more heartwarming.
Right.
Because
It's
it's board
trading
game.
spaces or makeover
Yeah,
for
the home
gamers.
makeover,
So
Yes.
yeah.
Also, there was a video done by yours truly and the Ultimate Warrior where you see us building our tables. We built these, the Jasper 3 here. I built it.
right here, right?
No, those are the shelves. It was a table.
Jasper shelves.
Yeah, but mine was a Jasper table.
you
I
had a
didn't build
table.
shelves.
I gotcha.
I did it by myself in an afternoon, and it time-lapsed the whole thing.
Really?
Oh, cool.
Really?
How much icy hot did you need afterwards?
Let's not discuss the icy.
Huh. What color polish did you go with?
You need to try it.
I went
That
with
day.
the pleasantly pink.
Oh, okay.
I
all
thought
right.
it fit well.
Quite energetic.
It was.
So yeah, we got shelves here behind us.
See
That's what
y'all.
these
Super
are, and
nice,
the
yeah.
tables. You've seen us record on those.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, this
I
is
will
great
say
stuff.
they're real wood, which is like because
It's oak, and it's
Yeah.
that's big.
U.S. source now. That's different. It used to be. I want to say. The wood they were using before was maybe from Vietnam, and I'm not
Okay.
saying it was bad quality, but it's nice to have solid oak.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
know.
silly. One of the selling points I saw was where they showed you can go around your like light switch.
I just saw
I'm
that
like,
up here.
well, that's fantastic. 'Cause I
Yeah,
usually leave a gap in my games there.
Absolutely.
I'm
Oh,
like,
I know the
Yeah.
table
Right.
is oak. I'm not sure what
Like
these
right
are.
here.
yeah. I'm like
Yeah.
that little thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
And you could just
okay.
customize it, or you can put a TV, leave out the corner, and put a TV in there. Really, I really like the customization of
Yeah.
it.
And
Put
also,
them
if you-
together however you want. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to the rewards, I want to say that the
like how you're scrolling for
or
me.
the entry
Thank you.
price table. There we go.
You know what? What if I just go here?
That's what I said. That's what I
That's
asked.
not what you said.
$4.99 for their new Jasmine
That's
table,
crazy.
right?
That's
not the one that I
regular
have.
That's
table.
good,
But
yeah.
that's
That
for a
is.
solid oak table, $4.99.
That's
Yeah.
The
insane.
table-
Hard to beat,
I
right?
mean, the table and shelves for
Yeah.
under $1,000.
That is, yeah.
You know?
That is
I
basically
don't know what
you've
shipping
got
is, but,
the most of what you
Yeah.
need for a game room at that point.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Picky eaters.
That's me.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
No, I was gonna stick up for you.
It's very true. I'm a picky eater. As a matter of fact,
my
I wouldn't eat
goodness.
anything I'm seeing right there. That's all terrible.
None of it. Oh, you like burritos? You gotta like burritos.
I like burritos.
He doesn't
Okay,
like
good.
beans. There's
You don't
beans.
I don't
like-
like no beans in that burrito.
You like beans?
He does not
He does
like
not
beans.
like
Like
beans.
beans.
What is
possible?
this? What do you think this is? That looks yummy.
That looks like ramen.
porridge.
That's quinoa.
Oh, I was thinking it was like
If it's ramen,
Buffalo
I'm
dip
in.
or
If
something.
it's quinoa, nah.
Are you back out?
back
That
out.
looks like fish and chips.
Don't like fish and chips.
Fish and
Don't
chips.
like fish.
It's so good.
Don't like chips. Don't like peas.
I
Don't
like
like
chips.
gosh.
I hate the mushy peas.
You know what?
That belongs on the hell train.
Oh man.
All right.
This looks pretty cute. I
is
have to say, I like the
interesting.
artwork. I like the
Yeah.
vibe here. I don't know if it's a game I'm like, oh, I must back.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the problem with some of these projects is
Right.
this does not look like
Yeah.
one that needs to be on Kickstarter.
Yep.
Like, hey, 25th Century Games, when they release this, yeah, I'll buy it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not backing it, and I'll forget. Like, literally, this needs to be almost an impulse buy.
Yeah, yeah.
This is.
Yep.
If this was at a game store and I'm already getting something else and I see this little one, oh, hey, that's
cute.
cute. I've never seen that
Yeah.
game, and I'll grab it and I'll take it home in my order. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
an impulse buy for sure. I think that I would, based on the box, based on what I see on the back, I would try it. So I'm going to buy it right there and go home and play it, not in a year and a half.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Killer Bunnies.
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Killer Bunnies, huh?
I don't think I made it further
Killer
than
Bunnies
this.
is, it's an old game. It's
It is.
It's a very popular game. I'll
clever.
Maybe positive. It's I'm running out of positive
All right.
things to say.
Did you mention the add-on booster decks?
I didn't make it this far in the project. I was not interested.
Hell train.
Where is it? What am I looking for? Expansions, you said?
Hell train.
Oh, no, you went way past it.
Okay, I'm done then. All right, we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
Serengeti Sanctuary.
So
This looks good.
I was honestly, I know it's marketing, but the fact that they mentioned that this was a finalist in the in that Ravensburger
Yeah.
contest, I thought, you know what, that actually
Kinda
makes me
cool.
think there's something here, right? And I do. I mean, I like the cover.
At first, I thought it was an expansion for Serengeti.
Yeah, Wild Serengeti.
Right,
Really
Wild
looks like
Serengeti.
that, yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was, and so it
Yeah.
took me a while to get past that. And then same thing. This, you said it's marketing.
Puts
It's
a
right up
place,
there,
you
but
know
it's
that,
also
right?
not thrown at you the entire time. They
Yeah.
mention it here, you know it, and that
Right.
drew me in. And I thought it was pretty interesting.
It's going to be a light family
Where is
game, you know, and
Right.
It's very light, which I don't mind. I think it looks very
Right.
card drafting. I like. And you know what? You look at this, and all of a sudden you can play the game.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
good. It looks
Yeah.
it looks clean.
it does.
Well, I
It
like.
makes me think of the look of this new line of games like Ark Nova and Earth,
Yes.
where they have this imagery that seems it's photography, right?
Right.
But this one's going to be a lot lighter than all of those games.
Yeah.
I like
Right.
that.
But I like this set collection where you take a row or column and you get all of the same, all of that
Yeah.
land
I
type.
like that.
And then you score them, and it has a scoring on there. It's that little bit of like just that angst. I really like that kind of drafting
Right.
angst.
I do too.
As you're hoping to get more, and a little bit of special powers where as you get the different sets, you can switch them around and set yourself up for good combos. So I really like this. I think
I
this
would
looks
absolutely
good.
play this one.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah. All right, that is going to be it. We're not going to do any not board gaming projects this week because we do have to get back to the gameplays.
Yeah,
So we're going to jump
very soon.
right into pick of the week. Does anyone want to go?
Joey?
Goes Joey. Joey.
Chew.
All aboard the train.
Let's see.
like it right there.
There it is.
I'll tell you what, though. Here's the thing, and I had just got
is
into Shadows of Brimstone last
Joey's
year
pick of the week.
at Gen Con because I grabbed a couple, finally played it. It's fun. It's silly fun, and these themes pull me in. And it's one of those you can jump in wherever you want to, not go all the way in. And like Camilla said, these are standalones. If you like the theme, just grab a box. You'll eventually grab one.
Really, I'm
Do it, choo-choo, buddy.
no, like
Have fun!
I was very close to making this my pick of the week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it Cyclades instead.
Let's see if I can
But
find
you
it.
off
know
the
what?
train.
The hell train thing.
Find it.
I'm really
Towards
psyched
the
about
end.
trying
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
That
I don't know
looks
what
good.
the
I
word.
do want
that-
to try it.
Hold on.
One
go.
more, right there.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Yeah.
Cyclades is my pick and Mike's pick
Right.
as well.
Roy, go
And
ahead and put it up.
Mike's.
Yep.
Guys are off the train.
We are off the hell train.
I do want to play that game with you though.
Thank
I
you.
want to play it as well.
Yeah.
Fine.
I called this.
Yeah, so we've mentioned why we were so
My
excited, and I am hopeful. Honestly, I'm glad I didn't click before, but seeing that the Northgard, that was a very nice production.
Yeah.
It was a very, very nice production, and so that gives me even more hope for the one thing I was concerned about, like you said.
Yeah.
That's pretty
There you
too.
go.
And I'm going to go with the Planet Unknown expansion.
Nice.
I really like
That's
this
another one
game.
that's good.
I like these expansions where
Yep.
it's giving you a little bit more of what you already know. You have a couple new objectives,
Yeah.
things like that. But then you also have something a little new just to expand it a little bit. But they're also taking the time to upgrade the one that you were not able to get, you
Yeah.
can get it. Or if you did get it, it's an upgrade for it and you get that lid for it. I think
Right.
that they just did a lot of really good things with this project. I really like the game and I like what this expansion is bringing as well. So yeah, I'm really, really stoked about this.
Sweet.
So
I like that
And
too.
we go.
number for me.
What are we going to next in this summer spectacular?
Next we go to a gameplay of
Emerge.
Emerge. That's going to be
Oh.
another stream. So we're going to jump off here, change studios. Be sure to join us there in just about 30 seconds. We will see you super quick. I'm Camilla.
I'm Mike.
I'm Joey.
I'm Z.
Come on, ride the train. The hell train. Come on, ride the train. The hell train.
button.
Roy, say it.
Welcome to the Dice Tower Summer Spectacular, featuring live plays, contests, and we'd like to thank our sponsors and our special guests, and we hope that you enjoy.